This has been a journey today. Can't seem to get my Twitch to stream to work. You know, that's where people really blowing up at. But thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing to the content. You know, it's Zay, and I'm in real life. You know, I'm real. You feel me? Let's get into it. Tyler Perry. Tyler the Diddler Perry. Uh, Perry. What's right? Risked it all for a hot male actor. Got sued for 200. Tyler Perry. Never mind. I won't say what I'm about to say. Let's see this brother's breakdown. Just he's funny as hell.
Kicking up the dirt as I pull up my skirt. When I walk by, bitch, they all on alert. Eeny, meeny, many more, you could be first.
So Tyler Perry is getting sued. Now, before we get into the details of why he's being sued, I want to give you a little bit of context on how it's possible for him to get sued in the first place, okay? Now, this is a YouTube exclusive, fun fact. This video is about to turn into a vertical format video, but I kind of wanted to bring back the long form horizontal videos like this. So I'm kind of making this little compromise. The goal is to have those vertical videos as YouTube shorts, like 3 minutes or under, and these horizontal long form videos and the podcast as, you know, main YouTube videos. That being said, let's talk about Tyler Perry. Now, before his lawsuit started, if you want to skip to the lawsuit, you can skip to the timestamp below. But before it started, he was already accused of doing something he shouldn't have been doing. There were rumors floating around that Tyler Perry was pressuring people to watch Netflix with him forcibly. If you don't know what that means, look in the comments. Now, this is important because rumors are how these big cases get started in the first place. If you think about Diddy, rumors for years that, you know, Diddy was doing Diddy things. Jay-Z, before his lawsuit, rumors. Jay-Z doing this, that, and the third. Bill Cosby, they were trying to start lawsuits against him for decades, but his image was too clean. If they just jump out and do that, and your lawsuit's gonna kind of fall by the wayside. So when the Me Too movement started and a comedian named Hannibal Buress came out and said, yo, Bill Cosby be wilding out. That was the spark to enable those lawsuits to happen because rumors start floating around. People are like, Bill Cosby did what? Lawyers start looking into it a little more. Boom. Now, Tyler Perry always had a squeaky clean record until a man named Christian Keys came out and did not say Tyler Perry's name, but he came out with a live stream saying, yo, man, there's this dude in Hollywood that people look up to that may surprise you. That was a little inappropriate towards me, let's say. Again, did not.
Let me just tell you this. Tyler Perry called that and was like, hey, brother. Now, you said somebody in Hollywood was inappropriate. And did he, and I know he did this, he was like, did he massage that chest? Did he grip you by the nape of your neck? Did he grab your hands and put it on his pelvis? And then it was on the phone like, no, Ty, no, Ty, it wasn't like that. And he was like, oh, okay, brother. I was just calling to check in on you. Now, I do need you for this new role. Are you down? And he was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, big bro. I'll be in the show. Like, and then it was on the live stream. Actually, let's watch that live stream. What was the nigga name? Hold on.
Tyler Perry's name, but he came with a little more. Boom. Now, Tyler Perry always had a squeaky clean record until a man named Christian Keys came out.
Through Rula, it's easier to connect with a therapist who specializes
Now I'm not gonna say. Now I ain't gonna say what was he wearing that made Tyler Perry want to take a bite of that butt. But I can tell you, it's what he was wearing that Tyler Perry was like, when on that phone, y'all, did he come from behind and did he put his hands down your trousers and grip them cheeks like there was no more cheeks to be gripped? Was his hands big? Was he a little bit taller than you? I'm not gonna say it's because he's what he wearing, but I'm gonna say it's what he wearing. Let me see. Where is that video? Did Tyler Perry did that shit nuked from the internet? Christian Keys. I remember that video too. Christian Keys. Christian. Okay. He's a singer. Oh, where is the video? Jeez. Damn. Did that shit get? Oh. Did that? I wonder if that video got removed, bro. Tyler Perry too powerful, just like all the other billionaires. I need this to be removed from the internet, okay? Let's see.
You know, y'all, ever since the Me Too movement, as a society, we have been learning so much about rape, sexual harassment, sexual assault, and everything in between. And we're coming to realize that it doesn't just affect women, and that there are men who are touched by this thing as well. Recently, Christian Keys, the actor, model, producer, the good-looking boy on the Tyler Perry page, y'all know him. He came out and said he's been sexually harassed by somebody rich and powerful in Hollywood, a billionaire, offered $100,000 to get naked. And the internet is speculating who it is. I know who it is. Want to talk about it? Here you go.
Hey, the Jays did it done. This is funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Nessa girl, I don't know if you heard or not, or if you smelt it, but Christian Keys don't set the whole damn internet on fire. Papa did a Instagram live vlog or a social media vlog where he revealed that just like so many others in Hollywood, he too has been sexually harassed. But the gag is the sexual harassment is not even the surprising part, right? You know, it's sad to say, but being sexually harassed in Hollywood is almost expected. It's the who that's got people going crazy. And there's a lot for us to unpack and digest here. So I'm going to start from the beginning.
When a man says unpack and digest, talking about another man that was sexually harassed by a man, there's too many double entrenades in that motherfucker.
I'm going to speak from the heart. There are times in this conversation, I'm here to tell you now, where things are going to sound a tad bit insensitive, but I'm just speaking purely from reaction, emotion, and how I felt, with no intention of trying to take away anything from Christian's experience, but these are just the things that were going through my mind. So when I first, let me back up and say, I met Christian Keys many years ago when he was filming Saints and Sinners. They were staying at the 12 Hotel in Atlantic Station. I used to live at the 12 Hotel in the Atlantic Station, and they would be down at the bar. He's a cool brother. He's my...
That's it. Too much random digits for it to just be right there. Fuck. Anyways.
Let me cut the TV down. 'Cause it don't need to be this loud. What's going on, y'all? I want to talk to you about some stuff. And it's been on my heart, so I want to speak on it. All right. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching, it's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes.
Nigga, did you get your asshole dropped or fucked? Come on now. Alright, that was insensitive as hell. But the long, dramatic pauses and, we get it. We got it. Please get into the crevices. They got, never mind.
Some of them are people who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since 05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And
once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume, and I'm good. If I can handle it.
The moral of the story is that men, people in power, men, let me emphasize that, men, then women in power will abuse, misuse, take advantage of people that are beneath them. And that's in all industries, all facets in life. Because humans suck. Yeah, I can speculate that it's allegedly Tyler Perry that want that pussy. Wanted that pussy so bad he calling this nigga like, hey, so you was on my mind, and with $250,000 that I just want you to take off your pants slowly, twirl around. He talking now. Let me see if I can do the Medea voice. Now you can take off your pants and twirl that little ass around and pop it for me a little bit. Can you make sure that it's shaven? Like he pretty proudly says, wild shit, wild shit, wild shit. Like he be like, yo, just can you ride this broom with the horse's head on it and give it like giddy up? And I'm just gonna sit there and drink my tea. Maybe I could get Tyler Perry character so fast, baby. But no, that's crazy. Yeah, I want you to take your pants off, nigga. Yeah, then the horny. I don't know what it is about men though. We be so fucking horny. We just be like, even though I know this getting bad for me. Hey, can you just take your motherfucking pants off? Pop your ass on the phone for me. Fuck, nigga. God damn.
That or not, I can kill that, but I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves. And
All right, at this junction in time, 1 year ago when he did this, definitely is pointing directly at how you doing, Tyler Perry. But speculation and allegedly, yeah, I think he must have been wearing them what do you call it, tuxedos or the tuxedo vest without the shirt. And Tyler Perry was like, "Did you put Vaseline on, nigga?" Tyler Perry the one he bite his nails. He's like, oh God. You put lotion, you put Vaseline on too? To keep your skin tight. Is it to keep your skin tight? Is it? I know Tyler Perry one of them gay men, bisexual men, fluid men, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that be doing like nigga he be doing crazy. And we don't hear somebody read these texts that he sent to old boy too. He said he like
the way that, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because we're not doing that, they resent you.
Out and did not say Tyler Perry's name, but he came out with a live stream saying, yo man, there's this dude in Hollywood that people look up to that may surprise you, that was a little inappropriate towards me, let's say. Again, did not name the celebrity. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, that could be anybody in Hollywood. But see, Christian Keys had ties with Tyler Perry. And Christian Keys also said something very important. He said, this person, this billionaire. Now, how many billionaires are there in Hollywood? You can count them on your fingers. So people assumed it was Tyler Perry. They asked Christian Keys afterwards. He said, I didn't say it was Tyler Perry. I didn't say nothing. So people thought that he got paid off or this, that, and the third. Regardless, it didn't matter. The rumor was sparked. And that's all was needed, right? In fact, in Tyler Perry's lawsuit today, the dude who's suing him, Derek Dixon, said he saw what Christian Keys said and thought, oh, that's exactly what's happening to me. Christian Keys must be talking about Tyler Perry. I'm finna come out. We finna get it
he came out already.
started. Now, all that being said, let's talk about the lawsuit today. And again, we're about to shift to this vertical format. So 3, 2, 1, boom. So Tyler Perry had a problem. Now, first things first, if you don't know Tyler Perry, you know Tyler Perry. Very famous entertainment executive. He did the Madea movies. Anyway, meet Derek Dixon, a man who's suing Tyler Perry for $200.
The amount's crazy, but also, why do you just want to fuck anybody? Like, nigga, if you know me gay, if you black, stay with black pussy, bro. Why can't you stay with black pussy? You ought to be like, oh, I gotta fuck everything. That's you're a fucking sick man. Stay with black pussy, bro.
$160 million. Now he's suing Tyler Perry for something called quid pro quo. Listen closely. Quid pro quo basically means if you do something for me, I do something for you. But see, a lot of times it's not that simple because there's an unspoken flip side. If you don't do this something for me, Who knows what's gonna happen to you? Now let's get a little deeper into the story. Now this is all alleged, so pretend I'm saying alleged in front of anything. Okay, so Derek Dixon said, look, he working at a party, right, as event staff. Tyler Perry's at that party. He said, oh, who that? He goes up to Derek Dixon and says, hey, you wanna be in some movies and stuff? Derek Dixon said, oh man, this is my big break. Tyler Perry must see something in me. Now, thing is, to the public, Tyler Perry is known as a really nice guy.
Tyler Perry didn't see something in you. He seen him doing inside of you, motherfucker.
So Derek Dixon is just automatically assuming that. So Tyler starts texting him like, hey bro, like you good? Like what's going on? Derek said, what's going on with me, man? I just be chilling. Tyler Perry said, chilling in your new car. Look outside. Derek looks outside. Derek got a new car, courtesy of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry said, matter of fact, you trying to act, right? Derek said, yeah. Tyler Perry said, come on my new show. Derek said, man, this dude is locked in. And suddenly, Tyler Perry start texting a little weird, like sending a bunch of texts, calling all the time. Derek like, damn, slow down, broski. And Tyler start coming on a little strong, start getting a little bit inappropriate. Derek said, okay, let me just ignore this. It's all gonna go away. Tyler said, hey, come to the crib. Derek said, what? Tyler said, what? You work as event staff, right? Derek said, yeah. Tyler said, yeah, come to the crib. As event staff, bro. I'm not, come as event staff. So Derek comes to the crib. Everybody drinking, everybody having a good time. Derek drinking. Everybody leaves. Derek about to leave. Tyler says, no, you've been drinking. Derek says, yeah, that's true. Tyler says, you could just stay in my guest room. You good. So Derek goes into the guest room. He don't got no pajamas, so he wears his underclothes, goes to sleep. Somebody climbs in the bed next to him. Hello, it's Tyler Perry.
No, that's funky. I'm sorry. Hello. He said, damn, what is 10 inches in me? 10, brother. Medea died 12. My bad. Alright,
And you ain't heard me say it started to get wicked yet. We just getting started. Tyler Perry started grabbing on bro. Derek gets up. He says, yo, chill out, man. I don't really do that. I don't do that. Tyler says, oh, my fault. Derek said, all right, bro. Tyler said, all right, bro, I'm gonna catch you. Tyler leaves. Tyler then texts Derek. This is the next day. Tyler says, look, bro, I got a new show for you. Now, here's where the stakes get raised. Right now, Derek has got a small part in one of Tyler's smaller shows. After this incident happens, Tyler says, look, I got a bigger show for you in a bigger show. Derek says, all right, I'll do it. So Derek Dixon gets a part on Tyler Perry's show called The Oval. Whole time, Tyler Perry's still texting him, saying, see, if my friends do stuff for me, I do stuff for them. Quid pro quo, remember that. Now let's look at the flip side of quid pro quo. At the end of the season, Derek Dixon's character, who, side note, is a professional Netflix watcher who would do anything for money, that's his character gets pew, 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 right? Derek says, yo, Tyler, my character's just gone like that. Tyler says, well, he's not gone just yet. Who knows, next season he could come back. But remember, I do things for people that do stuff for me. Mind you, whole time Tyler Perry is texting Derek very inappropriate things. So Derek knew what he wanted. Derek said, Tyler, you tripping, watch out. Tyler says, oh, perhaps I said too much. What if I give you another show, Derek? See, Derek had a show idea that he wanted produced. Tyler Perry said, I could do that for you. Come to my house and we can discuss the finer details. And here's where things start to get wicked. Derek pulls up to Tyler Perry's crib. Tyler Perry said, okay, let's talk about us. Derek said, now let's talk about the show. You bugging. But Derek is saying this in a nice way, not my aggressive ass tone. Tyler's like, bro, come on. Like, why you always trying to talk about show stuff? Derek says, you know what? It's getting late. Tyler says, all right, you right. You can stay in the guest room again. Tyler Perry then suddenly grabs Derek and starts pulling things off, getting very aggressive. Derek is telling him, no, chill. Tyler keeps going. Derek says, you know what? Dang, I'm too hungry. Tyler says, all right, we can get some food. Tyler and Derek eat. Derek rushes to the guest room, tries to lock the door, but there's no lock. So Derek goes into the bathroom and locks the door.
Right. This shit made the Tyler Perry sound crazy as hell. Alright, let's read these texts. Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Nice picture. Great, amazing, awesome picture. I can call you later or tomorrow. So you have a really fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but I laugh the entire time. I just see the world and care. and the characters. And my exclusivity ends in 30 days. I want to take losing it out to Amazon or Netflix after that and gauge their interest. I also want to try and get you with the right people to help you make these shows work. They're not for my audience, but we need to find a home for this stuff. I don't want to miss another Shit's Creek, that. God damn it. Where are these fucking text messages at? Oh, where is the text messages? He look like he just wants some pussy, especially that picture. He calmly waiting for the pussy. I just need some butter. I just need some pussy. That's the only thing. I'm sorry, it's funny to say pussy too, so don't chat. Whoever watching, whoever's gonna watch, don't be mad that I just love saying pussy. It's funny as fuck. Alright, here it is. What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Oh shit! Is the great Tyler Perry guiltless sex? Have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, that same kind of charge, geometro. Religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist? That's so jewelry. Fortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s. Still on time, and that's so sad. You didn't have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. Why did that photo make me jealous? You two together. It's just rad. He just wanted to go for a quick walk to get his steps in, and now I'm walking to Chipotle. There it. Goddamn. Ditson, alright, let's see. After being hired on the Oval, Perry allegedly continued to send sexual messages to the actor, including asking Ditson his sexual preferences and allegedly noting that he has sex with him. Ditson further alleged in his complaint that he again visited Perry in 2020, fearing that the producer would eliminate his role on the show if he did. Ditson claimed in the lawsuit that during the alleged encounter, Perry grabbed him by the throat. This is wild. Saying, "Wow, look how excited you just got." I know that. I know Tyler be wild. Like, oh, he going his pants. He always wearing some fucking dress pants. He going them pants real fast too. He be like, oh, you making me want to talk this motherfucker. Dog. Victim stated he attempted to de-escalate the sexually charged situation, feared he would lose his role, complaining about the incident. Treat myself right. What are you doing, Derek? Just talking to my sister. Did I? I told her the 600 people in my home and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them. This is gay as hell. Trying to get off so I didn't go to sleep. Oh, I understand that all. You're not the only one that's drinking tonight. Solitary gay is a motherfucker. It's not. I'm not against gay people. It's just funny as fuck that he like do this shit. Is Derek gay or is he bi? If he trying to turn that boy out, damn, he. I can't gay men just fuck gay other gay men. It's like the hunt for prey. It's like when straight men want virgins and angel est women, which this is all weird and stupid and wrong. God damn, that's funny as hell. That nigga's terrible. He was tugging his shit when he said it too. It's wild. It's too funny. I'm sorry. It's too funny. All right, let's go to the DJ academics. He's a crash. The cat crash out king. Actually, let's go to FMW. DJ academics.
So today's the day. I've got my RTA mock system and Coyote appliances. And
YouTube, chicks, get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Salute to Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Release the footage. Say it after me, you guys. Release the footage. Hey, you in the back with the red hat, say with me. Release the footage. Now, ever since last week, you guys, there's been a little bit of controversy with DJ Academic's meeting with Kendrick's manager, Dave Free, and also Anthony Saleh. According to Academics, while he was at the show in Detroit, they had a conversation. Dave and Anthony asked him a bunch of questions, more specifically about how he was moving throughout the whole beef. It got to a point where Dave actually asked Academics, yo, is Drake paying you to say all this stuff about Kendrick? Ak actually felt disrespected that Dave actually thought he would ever take money for his opinions. But then he later on admits that throughout the whole beef, him and his platforms were being biased. Why? Because him and the guys that run his platforms love Drake.
Yo, y'all issues with Drake. I told Dave, I said, listen, if you feel like, nigga, y'all can't get to Drake and y'all want to get it, nigga, I came here prepared. It's what it is. I don't give a fuck. This whole thing, it's not me de-escalating nothing with these niggas. They have a beef with Drake. They don't got a beef with me. I told them. I showed up to your show because if I had a beef with you, I wouldn't show up to your show. So this whole thing, nigga, I don't give a fuck what y'all told about. I don't care if these grown-ass men solve their beef. I told you if somebody get clipped, I'm not going to feel sad. I'm sorry. They're calling each other pet. They're saying that this nigga don't own his son or whatever. I don't give two fucks. I'm not taking no responsibility for grown man actions. So please don't act like I have any part in this. Dave Free need to go see about Drake about saying that he fathered somebody's kid. He need to see him. Don't see Act. See him. And Drake need to go see Kendrick about it. That's a fact.
I got Anthony's the contact, and hopefully, you know, I told him, I said, listen, throughout the battle, we probably definitely came off very biased, not only because I like Drake and he's my favorite rapper. And anytime my favorite rapper is going against another person, if he's my favorite rapper, I'm going to say my favorite rapper is going to win.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was a little bit puzzled. If you just admitted that you have a bias for Drake, which means that you were putting out false information to skew the battle towards Drake, it's not too far-fetched for people to think that Drake was paying you. Now, over the weekend, back on Fig, T-Rel, and Smack, they reacted to DJ Academics saying he met up with Dave Free and Anthony. And just like any content creator does, more specifically streamers, they were trying to be funny. Or at least that's what I thought when I saw the video. They claimed DJ Academics lied about the meeting, and he actually got pressed and turned down the fade from Anthony and Dave.
And I know my boy Academics got pressed yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple days ago at the Detroit show. And he thought it was just a friendly talk. Well, that's why this is what he's saying to us. He thought it was just a cool little exchange.
Right.
But you got marked out, and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Now you from TDE, boy. That's what Max said.
Yeah, for real.
You from TDE now, boy. Now go sit your ass down right here. Sit down and get up what we tell you to. You feel me? You got marked out, boy. Coming over here talking about some, he said, because we can get at it. No, boy. We can get down. That's what we could do.
Yeah.
We could get down. You trying to get down? Is it personal for you? It's personal for me.
Yeah.
It's personal for you. We finna get down. No, it's just content, man. It's content. That's where I'm leaving it at. I'm not coming here to do anything for Drake. I believe at that moment when he said that, do you really think I'm here to slide for Drake? At that moment, I'm thinking, Drake ain't never messing with dude again, man. Drake ain't never messing with dude again. It's over with, bro. You got press. It's okay. Now you should be riding for TDE for the rest of your life, man. That's all we just trying to tell you, bro. He went to but I think he really went to that show to be like, you know what? I'm at this show and I made it out this show. And I'm untouchable. Nobody could touch me.
Well, you can't say that. Yeah. Niggas pushed up on you, they was gonna touch you, but you bow down.
You bow down.
You really bowed.
If you said the wrong thing, you got touched right then and there.
Yeah.
Whoever you came with.
Yeah. If he would have said, "Nah, I'm good. Nah, this is me." Nigga, what's happening?
No, this was happening. For real.
What even did told Dave? Like, what even did told Dave? Look, what's
Hey, said he wants some passion, I'ma teach that boy a lesson. Got your bitch on her knees doing yoga, how she stretching. I don't got lemons, but I squeeze. No, I'm super fresh, like a breeze. Yeah, 2 big locks on my knees. Yeah, baby, this is Villon on my teeth. Yeah.
Business wise, like
nigga, if it's bringing attention, if it's bringing that attention, nigga, you gonna keep saying it. And mind you, you took your side on that stance, so you taking that stance.
I don't think
all the way.
that nigga doing that for clicks. I think he really believed that.
He probably do.
He believed it, but it's also like I think they put light on that shit. Like, hey, let's talk about it. More.
Academics one of the fat niggas that you can't joke with. Because he can't really joke, he just talks visceral shit. He's not a jokester. He's not he doesn't know how to roast. He's Jamaican. Them niggas just, they be like, Botsy boy, bomba clock. That's all they say. They don't, me no junkie boy. No, they don't joke. They don't know how to joke because they live in treacherous lifestyles. And so they don't know how to roast. He been over here for a couple years and probably 2 decades, honestly. And he still wasn't able to grasp that. So that's why he's a crash out and he says crazy shit. Because that Jamaican in him. But he don't know this. And niggas don't give a fuck that he's Jamaican. So they'll shoot him. It is what it is, allegedly. But he just he weak. I don't know. He crash out for no reason.
More than the average podcast because that's where all our viral takes come from when you get mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About Drake shit. You know what I mean? That's every time you see something on their show, it's always the Drake viral clips. Him talking about Drake or something.
Damn, was Joe Budden right?
I think this nigga he really think he went into No Jumper, outsmarted everybody.
Yeah.
And he's taking the credit for us quitting is the funniest shit in America. This nigga think he went to No Jumper, homie, and implanted some shit in our head to where you say, you know what, we don't want to be with this black man.
When did he go up there though?
And that was a long time ago. Remember when he sat down? AD wasn't even there.
I was in Tennessee. I remember that day.
Yeah, AD wasn't even there that day.
You still have that thing pinned on your post?
Nah, I don't got that pinned on my post. But that's how much I outsmarted these niggas. These niggas thought I came in there as some peon nigga like how they got on right now. You feel me? Like that's how they thought I was. Like I came in there already as a businessman, already established, already I've already conquered everything in the industry. I've been traveled the world, all of that shit. Like I wasn't sitting down because I needed that shit. I was sitting down because I fucked with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that white boy was sitting there hating already because he already knew the potential, but he didn't know how to really keep that shit going. And then you have this nigga Academics who hated this nigga and still hates Adam to this day. I don't know why they even still talk to him, but he probably still he really actually idolized you though, Adam. This nigga a fuck nigga. You know what I mean? Because he want to do porn and he want to do all that nasty shit you doing, but he a black nigga and he really don't want to be judged. Like he really worrying about being judged with his fat, sweaty ass. You feel me? Like, but hold on, but he like no, he really just want to sit there. He don't want to be judged. So and then so we sitting in there. He acting like he got us going or something. Like he manipulating us. This is how he think of the West Coast. This is how he think like we some dumb ghetto gang banging niggas. Like he could come in there with just some little ideology and just milk it real quick and have our brains turn into where, oh, you know what? We don't need this white man. I'm like, man, you've lost your mind. That day, if you look at that video, we could go back to the video that you was sitting there looking at, reacting to. That day, it was 10 niggas behind that table. We really was sitting there ready for you to say something to Adam, but Adam really didn't want to really go at it with you because he's a bitch. And I don't even really know why he's scared of you. But if you would have said something to Adam that day, would have slapped your face all the way off, nigga. It'd have been all the way into the back of that wall. It was the No Jumper picture. It was right there. Like we was ready to do that. But you came in there, nigga, in peace. That day you got pressed again, you feel me, to go ahead and give niggas they flowers. And nigga in that motherfucker that you didn't even know because you seen all these niggas in here and you acted right in that bitch. You feel me? And then we was like, you know what? He a cool nigga, man. You know what I mean? Let the bro slide. He don't mean no harm. He good. But those weren't my homies. Those are AD homies. You know what I mean? The nigga you think is your homie, we was ready to go toes with this white boy for you. And the nigga didn't want to go toes with you, though. But so we let you slide, though. But good looking for the compliment. And since these niggas hold you at a high standard, yeah, I had that shit on. I had that shit pinned because I got into something, you feel me, that I didn't know that I was gonna make traction in. And you motherfuckers that's the higher ups in here was calling me, oh yeah, champion it on. So I let everybody else know that, you know, oh look, these young niggas is saying it. Cause I'm in here. I'm gonna be a staple regardless of what niggas is talking about or not. But I just wanted everybody to see that shit. Y'all been took it off though, but you for sure can't manipulate shit in no situation. And in every situation, bruh, we was ready to fuck you over for that nigga. You know what I mean? He's a hoe ass, bitch ass, really disloyal ass, conniving ass, weirdo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? We was ready to do all type of shit for bro. And you for sure were manipulating shit. I just wanted to get that out there for you, man, because, man, ain't you really weird, man? You stink. You really need to just go take a shower, you fat bitch.
Y'all niggas, and you stink.
You really stink. You stink, nigga.
I like how
damn, cuz.
The rap was like very articulate, and then it's like, stinky bitch.
No, you really stink. You really stink. I don't like these niggas be trying to dumb us down because it's not only him. Niggas really think we just dumb. I don't like that. Yeah. Niggas really think we just dumb, black, ignorant niggas. I don't like that shit.
It's funny too, because Adam white ass nigga, he's so fucking happy. And I remember, I swear to God, and this is facts, nigga, when I first got to know Jumper, this nigga Ack was bombing on Adam. Nigga disrespecting, talking about nigga Lena, nigga talking about his
drilling
kid.
Cuz, huh?
Nigga drilling cuz talking about, hey, I'm sitting there like, hey, cuz, what we gonna do? He like, no, don't say nothing, man. I just want this shit to go away. Like, nigga, straight pussy though.
Don't say nothing.
Nigga, he told us, like, don't say nothing, just let this shit die out and all type of shit.
Out.
My nigga, he's sitting there bombing. He's saying, nigga, all type 6-man train. Nigga, you this, nigga, your kid is this, your kid is... Bro, he going ballistic. Ballistic on the nigga. I'm like, you want niggas just to shut up? All right, good, it's your business, nigga. Fuck it.
Don't say nothing, don't respond.
That's oh shit, damn. Black people love to be defenders of white people. AD is one of them. No. Interesting. It's just, let's see. This is also White Sam. I don't think that's really. It's just, I don't know. I don't have to watch a video of DJ Academics to know that he's crashing out very, very bad and being very disrespectful. It's just in him, not on him. But he won't do nothing to nobody. He'll just put a lawsuit on somebody. He won't actually physically do anything. He wouldn't defend himself. So he would just probably let himself get beat nearly half to death. Or, because it's like, he don't have no defensive mechanisms in his body. You can just tell. It's kind of weird. Let's see what.
I saw the 30-second pink salt trick in a viral video. Weeks later, they stopped to call me delusional when.
You know, I interviewed Stevie J recently. You know, that's my man from way back.
Why did I think this was White One?
You know, he said he talked to Diddy about the whole video, you know, the hotel video, and he said it really threw me for a loop. You know, I always think about and talk about things I know to be true about Sean Combs, but after I saw that video, I went and saw him in Miami. We had a conversation. I let him know how affected I was by that. I didn't know he had it in him to do that, and he basically said, you know, he told Puffy, he's like, "Look, you're one of my heroes out here. You hurt me with that." So it was a real emotional moment. He said, you know. And I guess Puff was hurt by it too. He said, you know, my mom's got to see this. You know, he's like, yeah, your friends got to see it too.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
I don't believe he was hurt by that.
That Stevie was hurt by
I believe Stevie might have been hurt, but
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
believe
saying.
Puff was like that because maybe the kids seen it, but everybody's seen it before. It ain't like that 2016 thing just came about, but everybody knows how you are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and I left in 2012. So for you to still be doing, and you seen what Cassie said she went through when I was there. So for you to still be doing this in 2016, still be doing this in 2018, come on, this ain't nothing that you felt bad about.
Well, I interviewed Day 26 recently. And at one point, Q broke down and started crying over an email that he saw from Diddy. And he claimed that you were on this email as well.
Well, my thing with Roger
I
Bonds
thought that
was,
Bonds.
like, I had an issue with him, and I was kind of like nervous around them because I was in the email, and I saw some things in a personal email that threw me off guard.
Like what?
I don't want to go into details right now, but it just threw me off guard. You know what I mean? To make me be like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand you crying now and of the trauma that you've seen, but what about me, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's just not like Sean that's guilty. They're all fucking guilty, man. Like, and I don't just put the blame on Sean. I blame everybody that's in his circle. They're all minions and they want to be like him. And if they can't be like him, they try to come against him. If they don't got the money or they can't get it as quick as him or whatever he's doing to get it, you know, then all of a sudden it's like, let's turn against him now. You know what I mean? Because I guess whatever. I don't know.
Now, look, I've had a number of people cry during interviews, but I've never had someone cry and then everyone around them start crying as well. You watched that interview?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it.
All of Day 26 started crying together. And he was talking about being sacrificed.
Right.
Now, he actually talked about it a little more in another interview with someone else afterwards.
Right.
And he basically said that, he said that Puff invited him to an overnight in the Hamptons and everyone seemed really high. He said his ex-girlfriend, Dawn Richard, handed him a red ecstasy pill, that she said she got from Puffy. He took it. 20 minutes later, he blacked out. When he woke up, he was screaming in the, Puffy's twins' bedroom in the basement. He said there was a bunch of cameras. They were filming him. They're all laughing at him. He said it felt very sacrificial. It felt like someone was trying to hurt me or take me out.
Right.
Now, I remember I called you after this.
Right.
We had a conversation about this.
Right.
So when you heard about this from me and then you watched the video and so forth, what is your take on this? Since he's implicating you in this.
My take on that was, first of all, I wasn't there for none of that. Whenever Puff went to the Hamptons with his people, they went there, no security needed, no nothing. Now, I listened to him, right? And I was shocked when he said that I was on the email because I've never been on an email with him and Puff, ever in my life. Point blank, period. I'm not on the email with that. But somebody hit me the other day and said that he was upset with me because he heard I was messing with Dawn and I was supposed to be cool with him and he knew that was his girl.
Were you messing with Dawn?
Me and Dawn was friends.
Were you messing with Dawn?
Me and Dawn was friends. He said...
Were you messing with Dawn?
No, he said, no, me and Dawn never had sex. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you on that.
Did you guys do other stuff, though?
Nah, we was friends. We would talk.
Okay,
we would talk, we ride around Miami together, I'll get the Jeep and we ride around in the go-kart, the golf cart, stuff like that.
And by the way, Dawn denied ever drugging Q. She actually responded to that.
We was actually closer than the average person, me and Dawn. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him being upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't care about him because I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? I just knew he was Day 26. I brought Puff to make it to the band every time he had the tape. Da-da-da. That's how far as we knew each other. So I really didn't care that Dawn was, that's your girl. You got to keep her in check. So that part I didn't understand, but I did hear some things, some weird things about Q and stuff like that. I never heard that he woke up with cameras over him and all that because I never investigated what the weird stuff was. I just heard that him and Dawn was into some weird shit. She had piercings all over her body and she got him to pierce his body and stuff like that. But I never heard like that they had got drugged up and drugged out, shit like that. But I did hear what he said about me, and that was basically it. He was upset with me because he felt like I should have stepped to him before me and Don got close. Like
Powerball is trying to send.
That just sounds like some stupid shit. Oh, that's crazy. Lil Just killed fun. Brandon Shaw. Let me watch Jing Deal.
Week 5, man. And Diddy trial, got to talk about it, man. Kanye, I heard he was up there.
Well, it was shocking to everybody, but Kanye name was mentioned the day before that when the witness Jane was telling a story in which Puff I think he had attacked her at one time. He got mad and got upset with her. I think he may have put her in a chokehold or something. When he found out that she went to one of the freak offs, but they said that it wasn't. It was a rapper who was married, and everybody, all the information that came out, it was pointing to Kanye West. And then it so happened the next day he comes up there. This is the same guy that got on, and I don't want to blow nobody else's platforms, or got on Drink Champs about a year or so ago before Diddy was arrested, talking about Diddy was a Fed. You understand? F Diddy and all this other stuff like that. And then he talked all kind of crazy shit about Diddy. And that's how these dudes in this industry do, man. They ain't got no loyalty to themselves, bro. So by him going on it, and now they say him and Diddy made amends and stuff like that. Remember I think he did a t-shirt, a shirt or something to say free Puff and all this other stuff. So Kanye is on he's looking for the attention, and for him to be mentioned in the trial, and they didn't let it go through because the reason they didn't let it go through is because they said it wasn't pertinent to the charges that Puff was facing. So what happened, Jane had went to Vegas and she was invited by allegedly Kanye West and his wife and them and everything like that. And they went to plays, they went to show, they went out to eat and everything. And then later on that night, they went to a hotel room. Whereas there's some other couples in there too and some other people. And there wasn't a freak off, but it was one of the guys who does the freak off with her there, and they were all sitting around watching and drinking while this guy was having sex with another sex worker or whatever like that. And while all them just watching him have sex and stuff. I guess it's some rich people industry that they do, but they were just sitting around watching this dude have a live porn section right there in front of them.
I've heard of that. It's kind of wild. Oh man. Well, thank you all. Tune in, didn't tune in. Just like, comment, subscribe, please. I'm giving away a ETB, prismatic ETB. Might be a different one now. Yeah. This is all just straight. Anthony Walt Jones, P. Diddy's deadly. Okay. Let's see what this.
This about someone being mad about the DJ Khaled video has to be Big U. What Black Sam did, he talked about certain things without talking about certain people.
But there was a lot of big politics getting into with certain people. You know, Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood, and Hustle frontline that, and you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that.
But following this story throughout the day, federal officers arrested more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the Rollin' 60s Neighborhood Crips, though its leader was on the run. Well, within the last 20 minutes, the FBI announcing that man, Eugene Henley Jr., aka Big U, is now in custody.
A statement about to come out probably like 2 days.
Statement from who?
Eric.
How do you know that in advance? So you're saying by the time this is out?
Hold on, wait.
Listen.
So you're saying we should race this one out?
No, I'm just saying.
Big U is officially behind bars, and Black Sam just lit the fuse on a wildfire of secrets. In a shocking reveal, Sam exposed some deep ties possibly connecting Big U to not just Nipsey's murder, but also PNB Rocks.
But there was a lot of big politics getting into with certain people. You know, Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood, and Hustle frontline that, and you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that.
For years, people whispered about Big U's name being mixed up in all this mess, but every time the heat got close, he shut it down with quick denials and cold confidence. But now, that silence is shattered. With Big U's arrest making major headlines and the feds slapping him with serious charges, conspiracy, extortion, and weapons violations.
But following this story throughout the day, federal officers arrested more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the Rollin' 60s Neighborhood Crips, though its leader was on the run. Well, within the last 20 minutes, the FBI announcing that man, Eugene Henley Jr., aka Big U, is now in custody. He was facing a max sentence of life in federal prison. We are told that he should be in court.
The streets are talking louder than ever. And if he's found guilty, this man could be looking at life behind bars. What really set things off was a jaw-dropping statement from Nipsey's own brother, Black Sam, who said Big U might be hiding something.
This about someone being mad about the DJ Khaled video has to be Big U. What Black Sam did, he talked about certain things without talking about certain people. Did you see the clip when he was live?
Okay, but...
And they said justice for Nip? Wait.
Yeah, yeah.
And what did he do? He started laughing. Your brain is going to react in the most genuine way, naturally.
That's not just a comment, that's a straight up warning shot. And guess who's not hiding their satisfaction? Yep, Black Sam is standing tall, not just as Nipsey's brother, but as someone who's been suspicious of Big U for a long time. Ever since Nipsey was taken out in broad daylight, at just 33 years old, right in front of his Marathon clothing store on March 31st, 2019, Sam's been loud about his belief that Big U played a bigger role than folks wanted to admit.
From my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot, and had a conversation. Probably seen nobody was in the doorways. Checked Hustle had on shorts. Checked everybody else. Left. They say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when it come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into it.
He believes Big U didn't just know about the hit. He was involved in greenlighting it, and he claims Nipsey wasn't the only victim. Sam hinted Big U's reach might have touched other fallen artists too. Eric Holder was arrested for pulling the trigger on Nip.
A statement about to come out probably like 2 days.
Statement from who?
Eric.
How do you know that in advance? So you're saying by the time this is out?
Hold on, wait.
Listen.
So you're saying we should race this one out?
No, I'm just saying. But that was never the full story for many. The word on the block is Eric didn't act alone, and now there's serious talk that he's ready to flip on Big U. Some even say he's already been working with the feds, giving them the ammo they needed to finally bring this case forward. The investigation into Big U has been brewing for over 2 years, and if Eric's about to talk, this could get explosive.
This week, we're hosting a free.
Say he better talk. He better talk. Let's see what is the Joe Budden episode out yet? Joe Budden. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. Love and rock and roll. Like, comment, and subscribe. Use my content as your content.